Jupiter is the planet of good luck, optimism, success, and generosity. Jupiter brings joy to life. Are you a generous person? Do you seem to attract success through your close associations? Are you able to turn your ideas into profit? Does your luck work for you when you need it most? If you answer yes to these questions, Jupiter is well aspected in your horoscope. The position of Jupiter in your birth chart can indicate where your fortunate opportunities are to be found. This benevolent planet shows where you have the most room to expand and the areas in which you will get the best out of life. Jupiter has always been identified with the idea of expansiveness and abundance. In mythology, Jupiter was the ruler of the heavens, supreme god of gods. He was an all-powerful and benign guardian who symbolized honor, good faith, and wisdom. In astrology, the planet Jupiter is known as the greater fortune, Venus is the lesser fortune. Jupiter's kingdom is luck, health and happiness, wealth and worldly goods, power and high position. It rules over knowledge, higher learning, breadth of vision, and honesty. Its influence bestows a willingness to partake of life, to gather new experiences. The knowledge that Jupiter imparts is on a philosophical level, as opposed to the day-to-day cleverness that Mercury confers. Jupiter's position in your chart indicates how outgoing and genial you are, whether you attract money and possessions, and in what career you will have the most luck. Jupiter signifies the good things that come to you easily and with little effort. This is the planet of free lunch. It is said that when Jupiter is working for you, you will never go under. You will often find that Jupiter's power comes to your rescue at the last minute. However, it is also true that unless you put Jupiter's gifts to good use and not waste them, they can be taken away as quickly as they were given. An astronomical look at Jupiter. The fifth planet in our solar system is Jupiter, approximately 4,831 halves million miles away from the Sun. It is our largest planet, more than 300 times as massive as Earth, and has a diameter of 89,000 miles compared to the Earth's 8,000. Jupiter is a colossal world so big that it could contain the Earth and every other planet in our solar system, and still have lots of room to spare. At certain times, every 13 months or so, Jupiter is the most brilliant object in the sky, shining with a flashing white luster that rivals any star. Jupiter completes its orbit around the Sun in a little under 12 years. Like the Earth, it rotates on its own axis, and for a planet its size spins very quickly indeed. A day on Jupiter takes only 9 hours and 501 halves minutes. Because it rotates so rapidly, Jupiter has a noticeable bulge at the equator. Astronomers have long noticed that the distances between the planets in our solar system follow a definite sequence or formula, known as Bode's law. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars all follow this sequence. However, between Mars and Jupiter there is an enormous gap, and for years astronomers searched for a lost planet in this vacant space. On January 1, 1801, a very small body, an asteroid 485 miles in diameter, was discovered traveling in the orbit that was supposed to have a planet. Since that time thousands more asteroids have been discovered in this area, which is now known as the asteroid belt. One theory is that these particles are the result of the breaking up of an ancient planet in our solar system. Another theory is that the asteroids are part of a planet that has not yet formed. In 1973 Pioneer 10 discovered that Jupiter emits about twice the amount of heat that it receives from the Sun. Jupiter, therefore, has an internal heat source and is, in effect, a miniature Sun. The famous astronomer Carl Sagan called Jupiter a failed star, meaning that Jupiter is made up of the same elements as our Sun, hydrogen and helium, but it does not have planets the way our Sun does. However, it is theorized that Jupiter may once have been the center of its own planetary system, and possibly the parent of Mars, Venus, Earth, and the lost planet that is now the asteroid belt. In 1979 a new discovery about Jupiter was made when Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 sent back pictures of dusty rings around the planet. In the following 10 years Voyager 2 found rings around Uranus and Neptune as well, In December 1995, after a 6-year journey, a probe from our spacecraft Galileo landed on Jupiter. The probe sent back thousands of detailed photographs of Jupiter's hot surface, rings, and 16 moons, until the probe was vaporized by Jupiter's extremely hot temperature, 3,400 degrees F.Fahrenheit. When Jupiter is prominent in your horoscope, you tend to be well-liked and popular, friendly, broad-minded, and cheerful, successful in career and business. An interesting sidelight, you will probably discover that a large number of the people with whom you have an immediate rapport have Jupiter in the same sign as your sun sign. Jupiter can also be too much of a good thing, for its influence can make you extravagant, lazy and luxury-loving, profligate with money, and blindly optimistic. If things fall into your lap too easily, you never develop strength of character or spiritual wisdom. Jupiter is the planet of blessings, blessings we must learn to use wisely. Jupiter in Aries luck follows you in professions where you can be your own boss. You are discontent when you have to follow other people's orders and, being independent and brash, you immediately try to change that situation. Confident and enthusiastic, you are a natural leader capable of running organizations, groups, social clubs, and businesses. You have original ideas and make swifter progress by relying on your own opinions and abilities. You can be a bit bullying and are sometimes quite extravagant in your spending. This position of Jupiter fosters an ability to win over influential people and obtain their help in your career. Jupiterians often achieve high rank in politics, literature, science, and the military. Your luckiest times of the year are when the Sun is in the signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Also, people who have those sun signs are likely to bring you financial benefit. Jupiter in Taurus. Jupiter and Taurus are very harmonious. Taurus is the money sign of the zodiac and Jupiter brings abundance. You are successful in fields where finances are prominent, such as banking and stocks and bonds, and investments are likely to bring reward. You are conservative about the way you handle money. Security is extremely important to you. If Jupiter is afflicted, however, you will overspend on luxuries for yourself. This is also true if Venus is prominent in your chart. As a Jupiterian you have an eye for beauty and art. You tend to collect paintings and sculpture, jewelry, and antiques that often increase in value. In this sign, Jupiter bestows a lovely voice and artistic talent. Natives are also successful in careers they conduct at home, such as writing, interior decorating, and art collecting. Jupiterians tend to marry well. Career opportunity often comes to you through the opposite sex. Your luckiest times of the year are when the Sun is in the signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Jupiter in Gemini. If you are a Jupiter Gemini, you are blessed with an adventurous attitude and a knack for getting into advantageous situations. Though you don't necessarily look for money-making opportunities, these usually come to you through the many friends and contacts that you acquire. You achieve best success in intellectual areas, such as teaching, lecturing, diplomatic careers, and law. You would also do well in the airline industry. Gemini is the sign of communication, and if your Jupiter is in Gemini you profit financially in ventures where communicating is prominent, publishing, magazine writing, TV reporting or commentating, and acting. As a Jupiter in Gemini person you are versatile and clever, and often you make a name for yourself in more than one profession. A change in vocation at one point in your life is almost certain. Your luckiest times of the year are when the Sun is in the signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Jupiter in Cancer. This is one of the luckiest positions Jupiter can be in. As a Jupiter Cancerian you have a wonderful disposition, are good-humored, funny, and optimistic. You are popular wherever you go, and this opens many doors for you. Retentive Cancer is a sign that holds on to money. People with Jupiter in this sign are lucky with investments, real estate, inheritances, and the stock market. You are imaginative and sympathetic, and do well in creative pursuits. Old things have a special appeal to you. You would be successful in the antique business and museum work. Anything involving food and drink also brings luck. Many of you make successful chefs, restaurateurs, and cookbook writers. You will probably acquire enough material possessions by the time you reach middle age to ensure that your later years are peaceful and secure. You make excellent parents and your children tend to bring you benefits. Your luckiest times of the year are when the sun is in the signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Jupiter in Leo bestows an extraordinary public appeal. If you are a native of this position, you are well suited for the theater, television and movies, politics, advertising, and public relations. Your full potential is achieved through leadership. You are wretchedly unhappy if forced to stay on the lowest rung. You think big, are ambitious, and have a penchant for grandeur and extravagant display. In professions where this is useful, such as the entertainment industry, the world of fashion, and high-powered selling jobs, you are predestined to succeed. The problem is that success may come too easily. In that event, Jupiter Leos can become boastful and power-hungry. Fortunately, this does not happen often, for Jupiter gives you personal charm and warm-hearted vitality. Other people want to do things for you, and you often benefit from influential friends. Your luckiest times of the year are when the sun is in the signs of Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Jupiter in the practical sign of Virgo gives you a capacity for making a success of a hobby or a pastime. Many famous Jupiter Virgos start out with a shoestring and build empires. If you have this Jupiter position, you are smart, analytical, and persevering. You figure out the surest route to the largest dividends. The power of Jupiter surrounds you in intellectual pursuits, but the difference between Jupiter Virgos and other intellectual signs is that Virgos have an uncommon amount of common sense. You are also superb at handling detail and do your best work a step at a time. You would make a successful teacher, accountant, literary critic, journalist, or news commentator. Your ability to grasp facts and then apply them systematically makes careers in the fields of space technology, science, and medicine accessible to you. Your luckiest times of the year are when the sun is in the signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Jupiter in this sign bestows a magnetic and charming personality. Luck comes to you through your artistic talents and your eye for beauty and harmony. Many of you are talented musicians, painters, interior decorators, fashion designers, and art collectors. You have a knack for getting your talent on display and winning friends in high places. You like to entertain, and many of your allies are won in the relaxed and genial atmosphere you are able to create. More than natives of any other Jupiter position, you benefit from marriage. Marriage often brings social position and wealth, and sometimes an entree into the business world. Jupiter Librans are most successful in partnerships. You should never start a business completely on your own. Your finely balanced reason and impartiality would make you an excellent judge, lawyer, or diplomat. Your luckiest times of the year are when the sun is in the signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Jupiter in Scorpio is a very powerful influence on willpower and personal magnetism. If you have this Jupiter position, you tend to be successful in artistic work. Many Jupiter Scorpios excel at ferreting out hidden information. This would make you an excellent psychiatrist, researcher, politician, or security agent in government. Luck comes to you through your strong attraction for the opposite sex. Often the door is open to career and financial opportunity because of sexual liaisons. Scorpio is the sign of death and regeneration, and Jupiter in this sign promotes skill in medicine, surgery, and therapy. You possess shrewdness in money matters, and many of you have a Midas touch for picking lucrative investments. Sometimes you benefit from inheritances during your lifetime. Your luckiest times of the year are when the sun is in the signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Jupiter in Sagittarius is the sign that Jupiter rules, and the planet's expansive, generous qualities are emphasized. With this Jupiter position, you are a person who likes to live well. You have a free hand when it comes to spending. Fortunately, you usually attract financial luck. No other Jupiter position augurs as much success in this area. As a native, you have an instinct for turning ideas into cash. You think big and profit accordingly. You also tend to marry well, and many of you inherit money. Jupiter in Sagittarius, though, does not make the personality crass or materialistic. You are high-minded and idealistic. You will often give up a well-paying position if it doesn't suit your inner calling. Gifted with great intellectual capacity, you are drawn to professions in law, government, diplomacy, and the world of literature and philosophy. Your luckiest times of the year are when the Sun is in the signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Jupiter in Capricorn. In the strong, materialistic sign of Capricorn, Jupiter's power is expressed through ambition. As a native of this placement, you gain high position in life through hard work and fierce willpower. Capricorn is an earth sign, and Jupiter's influence is propitious for enterprises that involve earth in some way: mining, construction, land development, real estate, and the oil industry. Success isn't a flash in the pan with you. It is achieved gradually, but over the long term you tend to reach the top because you are disciplined. Jupiter in Capricorn confers an instinct for business. You are a canny trader and tend to handle finances conservatively. Others may notice a curious mixture of economy and extravagance in your spending habits. You may pinch nickels but will be lavish with large sums. This can be useful in business. You are able to keep to a budget but are not afraid to spend when you have to. The luckiest times of the year for you are when the Sun is in the signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Jupiter in Aquarius. Jupiter in Aquarius contributes to a magnetic ability to win friends. You usually find good fortune through your friends and unexpected opportunities. Aquarius is also the sign of the future, and as a native of this Jupiter position you tend to be successful in professions of the modern era: television, computers, electronics, aviation, and the space industry. You easily become bored when the sole purpose of an activity is to make money. You usually find your best opportunity in professions where a broader view is necessary. You are also endowed with a special aptitude for music, and many Jupiter Aquarians become well known in that world. One of the nicest benefits of Jupiter in this sign is that you bring luck to others. You have a sharp intuition about human nature coupled with idealism. The most auspicious times of the year for you are when the Sun is in the signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter is strong here because it endows you with the power to appeal to the emotions. Work in which you deal directly with others, especially where there is a high level of feeling, will bring success. This is especially true for those of you who enter the healing arts. Jupiter also accentuates imagination, wisdom, and high ideals. In general, you do your best work in fields in which you help humanity. Jupiter persons are singled out for success in social or religious work, politics, and philanthropic organizations. Work that involves travel over water brings other opportunities into your life. You also have a deft touch with animals, would make a fine veterinarian, and many of you have lucrative businesses breeding horses, owning cattle ranches, and raising cats and dogs for show. Jupiter in Pisces usually grants you your secret ambition. You attract fortune because of your likableness and popularity. The luckiest times of the year for you are when the Sun is in the signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces.